Hey guys, happy Thirsty Thursday. I want to talk about how real estate is an inefficient market. And I love it. I love that it's inefficient. So markets that are efficient are like the stock market or the bond market. If you've ever traded stocks and you actually look, there's a bid and an ask, and behind it are many. So like let's say you want to buy Boeing stock, it's $200 a share. There's like somebody willing to pay 199.95, and there's somebody willing to pay 200. And then behind them, there's somebody willing to pay 199.90 or 199.94. And there's lines of people, and the margins are so thin. And what I love about real estate is it's inefficient. It's not like that at all. And I don't know. I thought about for years, what about, technology and computers and algorithms and AI? How are they going to make it efficient? I don't think it can be efficient. Here's an example. Every house is different. No house is the same. Maybe you live in a development and they're similar, but no house is the same in the context. Generally, they're not similar. Secondly, let's say you have the same house, but it's in different shape. You're in a different situation as a seller. You may have different debt than this other person. You may have an urgency and another person doesn't have an urgency. So every seller has a different situation, and not every person wants to buy the same house. The buyer that might not want to live in that school district, might need two-car garage, doesn't want off-street parking. So it's just not efficient, which creates all kinds of value for you to extract as a real estate investor. Because when somebody goes to sell their house, there's not a lineup of people there to buy the house. Now, you could say in sellers markets there is, and they come and they go, but most markets there's really not. And I'm going to give you an example of like one of my students. This one I just loved yesterday. Um, so one of my students has a deal where the after repair value, so the property needs a renovation, probably 80, 90,000, let's say 100,000. But after repair value, like on the same street, $300,000 comps. Um, this house is going to foreclosure for $30,000, right? Now you're going to say, like, who lets a house go to foreclosure for $30,000? And where can you find deals? Well, here's an example. So this house is going to sale to a foreclosure for $30,000. The owner of the house passed away. So my student, with the help of me, we know how to track down, okay, who are the heirs to this property? It's a brother and a sister. He gets the brother on the phone, and the brother goes, you know what? We moved away. I don't want anything to do with the house. Let it go to foreclosure. I just want to be done with that chapter of my life. I'm sure a lot of you are listening, can't even imagine that, but they just want nothing to do with it. So my student goes, well, listen, I can get you $15,000, for this deal. And then the guy goes, well, yeah, I would do it for $15,000. But I haven't talked to my sister in like 10 years. Nobody can find her, right? So here you are with a house that's going to foreclosure for 30,000. The person agreed to take 15,000. And maybe if you find a sister, maybe they want $15,000. You're in the thing for 60,000. The after repair value is 300,000. So the only thing you need to do is find a sister. So he sends it to me, and a guy goes, well, he would sell it, but nobody can find a sister. I said, oh, we'll find a sister. And I found a sister in one day. Sister agreed to total. They're going to take 10,000 each, so $20,000. So my student's going to get the house for $50,000. That's worth 300. That needs, like, let's say 100. There's major value in that. That's 50,000 plus you're all in for a house for $150,000, so it's worth 300. So you don't know what seller situations are, and a lot of sellers are dead. And when people are dead and not living in the house and moved away, they don't care about the house. You're going to give them any money, they will take it. So don't tell me you can't find deals out there. There's deals out there every single day, and that's why I love real estate, and that's why I love that it's an inefficient market. So go find yourself some deals, guys. And if you want to learn how to wholesale, you can always DM me. Yeah, DM me, email me. Have the best day of your life. Thanks, guys.